There are trailers that simply announce a film, and then there are trailers that feel like a hand reaching out of the screen, grabbing you by the collar and pulling you straight into another world. When the new preview for Emerald Fennell's adaptation of Wuthering Heights dropped, that's exactly the kind of jolt I felt. Maybe you caught it too, that slow, haunting tension that makes you lean closer without realizing it. If you did, you already know we're not dealing with a simple period romance here. This is obsession. This is emotional wreckage. This is love sharpened into a blade. And since you're already here, don't click away, trust me, what's coming might actually be more intense than anything we've seen in the recent wave of literary adaptations. This highly anticipated film stars Margot Robbie as Catherine Earnshaw and Jacob Elordi as Heathcliff, bringing Emily Blunt's 1847 Gothic masterpiece into the hands of one of Hollywood's boldest modern storytellers, Emerald Fennell, the filmmaker behind Promising Young Woman and Saltburn. Her style has always been about peeling back the shiny surface of human behavior to expose the hunger underneath. So adapting Wuthering Heights, a story built on passion, grief, cruelty, social punishment, and desire, feels like the perfect storm. The plot, as you might already know, unfolds on the windswept moors of Yorkshire, where Catherine and Heathcliff's forbidden love becomes a curse that haunts generations. With themes of class division, obsession, and revenge, it remains one of the darkest romances ever written. And judging from the trailer, Fennell isn't interested in softening it. If anything, she's making it even more raw. This marks the 11th film adaptation of Bronte's novel, with the last major rendition released in 2011 starring Kaya Scodelario and James Housen. But this new interpretation promises something truly different, something primal. The trailer pulses with intimacy and unease, while the soundtrack, inspired directly by Bronte's words, brings in a modern musical twist. Even the infamous Kate Bush song Wuthering Heights, which was itself inspired by the novel, feels like a spiritual ancestor to what Fennell is trying to capture. Music plays a crucial role in shaping this adaptation's emotional core. Charli XCX composed several original tracks specifically for the film and recently collaborated with legendary Velvet Underground member John Cale on a new single titled House. Their contributions add a contemporary edge to a story that's nearly 2 centuries old, bridging the Gothic with the modern. Jacob Elordi enters this film on a massive career upswing. His portrayal of the creature in Guillermo del Toro's new Frankenstein adaptation, released on Netflix this November, earned rave reviews, with critics praising his ability to portray misunderstood characters with depth and vulnerability. The adaptation currently holds an impressive 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and his performance is being hailed as one of his strongest yet. Elordi is already known for Euphoria, The Kissing Booth, and Saltburn, and he's next set to star in The Dog stars alongside Margaret Qualley and Josh Brolin. It's safe to say he's having a moment. Margot Robbie, on the other hand, continues to hold her spot as one of Hollywood's most versatile powerhouses. From Suicide Squad to The Wolf of Wall Street to the global sensation Barbie, she has built a career on roles that demand intensity and charisma. Robbie is also rumored to star alongside Bradley Cooper in a New Oceans reboot from Warner Bros., set to revive the classic heist franchise. Production is expected to begin next year, though plot details remain tightly locked. But back to Wuthering Heights, because that trailer deserves its own dissection. In one especially heartbreaking moment, Robbie's Catherine asks Elordi's Heathcliff, "Why did you leave me?" To which he responds with the chilling, wounded line, "Why did you betray your own heart?" It's a direct reference to Catherine's engagement to Edgar Linton, played by Shazad Latif, a decision rooted in social expectation but destined to ruin them all. And if that emotional clash didn't already hit you somewhere deep, well, maybe watch the trailer again. You might feel it the second time. Fennell has previously commented on her motivation for adapting the novel, saying she wanted to recreate the visceral, almost shockingly sensual experience she had when reading Wuthering Heights for the first time as a teenager. She described it as feral, uncontrolled, and emotionally volcanic, and that's exactly the energy she aims to channel into the film. From the looks of it, she's not just adapting the book, she's reviving the wildness that made it unforgettable. Not every Valentine's Day release is built for romance in the traditional sense. And that's the point. This film isn't sweet. It isn't soft. It isn't gentle. It's messy, destructive, and brutally honest about how love can twist itself into something nearly unrecognizable, which makes its release date, February 14, 2026, almost ironic. While other couples will be lining up for light-hearted date night movies, this one is coming in like a storm across the moors, full of heartbreak and rage. And honestly, that contrast might be exactly why it becomes a hit. And here's something I want to hear from you, because Screen Radar is all about conversation, not just commentary. Do you think audiences today are ready for a love story this dark? Do you prefer your romance tragic, or do you want something more hopeful? Drop your thoughts below. Your comments genuinely shape what I cover next, so don't be shy. Whether you're drawn in by the cast, the director, the music, or the legacy of the novel itself, this adaptation is shaping up to be one of the most emotionally explosive releases of the decade. The moors are calling, and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to answer. Stick around, there's so much more we're diving into this week, and you won't want to miss a single update.